Okay, first and second graders, we're going to now go over our packet pages, pages 103 to 111. And I'm going to go over first page 103 with you. And I've already gotten the green and red pieces cut out. So if you need to, you can pause here so you can cut out those pieces. It says cut out the circles below, glue a green circle next to a safe action, glue a red circle next to an unsafe action, okay? So let's look at this first picture. It looks like someone didn't put their toy away, and so this person's about ready to step on a ball. So that is an unsafe action. All right, now we're looking here, and it looks like this kiddo is picking up toys. So is that safe or unsafe? I'd say that's probably safe. He's putting them away. Okay. And here it looks like they're waiting for the light to change before they cross the street. And you can see the kiddo is pushing the signal for them to walk, and they're waiting. So is it safe or unsafe? I'd say it's safe. They're waiting until it is safe to cross the street. Okay. Now we have a baby that's sitting on the floor, and it looks like he's grabbing a string. It looks like he's grabbing a cord and trying to pull. So whatever that cord is attached to, if he pulls hard enough, it's going to fall on top of him. So is this safe or unsafe? That's definitely unsafe. Okay. She is cleaning up her mess, her spill. So is that safe or unsafe? That's safe. She's cleaning it up so someone else doesn't slip on it. Okay. And then we see this kiddo. There's no adult around. It looks like there's a pot on the stove. It's hot. And she is using a box to reach up and climb to grab a cup. So is this safe or unsafe? It's definitely unsafe. First of all, she needs to ask an adult for help with that, especially with the stove being on. And she's not using a step stool. If she had slipped and fallen, she could have hit her head on something, and she could have hit this pot, and whatever is hot in there will spill on her, and she would get burned. Okay? All right, so that's page 103. Okay, the next thing, for page 105, it says, draw your family's fire escape plan. Be sure to draw your house where your family has planned to meet and a map of how you will get there. If you notice later on this week, I have, for the items not required, I have a fire safety plan. What that was basically when we were in the classroom, the plan was to do that fire safety plan on that other paper, take it home, and have a meeting with your family to find out your fire safety plan, and then bring it back, and then that way you could do this. So you don't need to do both of them. That's why it's not required. But it's always a good idea to have an idea of what you and your family are going to do in case the fire alarms go off, okay? So, for me, I'm going to draw my house. And we've got a door here. We have a street out here, and then a sidewalk over here. Then, we also have another door on this side. And there's like an alleyway that way. So if there was a fire, we would go out the front door, probably go across the street, and wait in that sidewalk. And we're going to wait here while we wait for the fire trucks. Now, if for any reason there's a fire here, we would actually go out the side door and then go across the street and meet there. Okay? All right, now it says break the code to discover the fire safety tip. So there are numbers here with the letters, and so you're going to match up the letters with the number to figure out the hidden code. So I'm going to find number 4, which is S, 14, which is T, number 17, O, number 23, which is P, stop, 8 is D, 9 is R, 17 O, 23 P, drop, stop, drop, A, N, D, and, stop, drop, and, R, O, L, and L. Okay, stop, drop, and roll. That means if there's a flame, if you're trying to get out of the house and some of the fire gets on you, you stop what you're doing, you stop running, you drop immediately to the floor and roll. And you just keep on rolling to get that fire out. Okay? Now on the back it says follow the road signs to find your way through the maze. Draw your line through the signs that mean you may go, but avoid the signs that mean to stop. Okay, so if I'm starting here, if I go this way, I'm going to go to the stop sign. So I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go to where it's a school crossing. And if I go that way, that's a dead end. That way is a dead end. So I'm going to go here. And it looks like it's going to take me to here. And it's interesting. Can't go that way. Huh. Makes me wonder. But avoid the signs. Draw your line through the signs, but avoid the signs. Interesting, because it looks like that's the only way. Huh. Oh, no. I see it. It doesn't actually block. It goes through there. Okay. There you go. So you actually go through that sign. I didn't see that. I thought it was blocked off. Okay. And now we're going to go this way. That means stop, so I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go through here, here, and finish. Okay, so that's your maze. Now here on page 107, this is a word search. So I feel like this is something you can do on your own. So there's the word bank there, and find the words here. On the back, it says the two children are getting ready for some winter fun. One child is going skiing. Draw everything he needs to be safe. The other child is going sledding. Draw everything he needs to be safe. And then color your pictures. Now, I know here, where we are, there's not a whole lot of skiing. You kind of have to make a special trip out to go skiing. But one thing that I do know that you really need to have when you ski is you need to have goggles to protect your eyes. Okay? Obviously, you're going to have a nice, big, comfy, warm coat. And probably a scarf, some gloves, and some snow pants, and some boots. And then I'm going to have him with his skis behind him. Okay. All right, and then this guy, oh, and you probably need a hat with that. Same thing here. Hats. Now you probably wouldn't need goggles when you go sledding, okay? Oh, your mess. Okay, but you're gonna need something to cover your ears. Okay, you're gonna need something to cover up your neck, like a scarf, big coat as well, and then nice warm gloves, snow pants or sweatpants, something thick. Sometimes when it gets super cold here, we have to wear more than one pair of pants. Boots. Okay, and then of course your sled. Put that behind him. Okay, now we have this page. What you do here is you're going to cut out these pieces and you're going to glue them on the space provided to make a picture. I'll give you a little hint. You want the picture to look like this guy. It's on the back of the paper. So if you need to pause here, so you can cut this out and glue it so you can put it together like a puzzle. And then I will go over the last page for this set. Okay, here it says we should never interrupt unless it's an emergency. Cut and glue each sentence next to the correct picture. So she's saying, excuse me, it's an emergency. So if something that's an emergency goes here, this can wait until it's my turn to talk. If it's not an emergency and instead of interrupting, you can wait, that would go there. Okay, so let's, if you need to cut them out, you can pause here to cut them out. Let's find the one that says, you see a fire. or hear an emergency alarm. Is that an emergency or something to wait? Well, this emergency is in the sentence, so it's definitely an emergency. Okay. You really want to go to the park with a friend. Is that an emergency or it can wait? It can wait. I'm not going to interrupt. You need a battery for your toy. Is that an emergency or something you can wait? You can probably wait on that. Even though you really, really want to play with the toy. You got an all-time high score on your game. You might be really excited, but that's probably not an emergency. Ooh, this one. You see your dog escape out of the yard. Yep, that's an emergency. Go chase the dog with your parents. The last one, you see that someone is hurt or in danger. Yes, that is an emergency. It's definitely okay to interrupt. Okay? All right, so that is our packet pages for today.